Check. So, it's me, your fave. Of course, if you're new to my channel, my name is B. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. I have no idea what deck I'm going to pick first. So if you see me fidgeting, I'm still trying to figure that shit out. Um, of course, it is Wednesday. If you're accustomed to being here, you know why we're here. Okay, if you're new here, let's kind of get a quick little rundown. What do you need to know? Wednesday is basically just a general wrap up of what you might need to know for the week leading up until this point, and or maybe taking you out of the week as we close it out and go into the weekend. Nothing I say here is meant to trigger you. Okay, everything I say here is meant to either confirm or clarify. If you feel triggered at any point, confused at any point, and or maybe melancholic about anything that I said, turn this off. Maybe I'm not the reader for you. Maybe this isn't the video for you, or maybe right now just isn't a good time to be receiving any of these messages. Okay, like, share, subscribe. I do have my website back up. Love that for me. So the website is back up and running. We also have a discount code in honor of me finally getting it back up and running. So use discount code COMEBACK, COMEBACK, at checkout in order to get 10% off of your reading. You can find the link for that in the description box below. You can find me on my other platforms also, in the description box below. Like, share, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. So let's get into why we're here. Retrograde energy has been whooping me. I'm going to be honest. Retrograde is starting on Sunday, I believe, this upcoming Sunday. It is currently November the 5th. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Okay, so again, this is going to be for someone rising in Venus. I'm going to kind of jump around. If you know how I do here, then you already know I like to jump around just a little bit. And we'll just kind of flow with things and see what it is that we need to know for the week. Okay, I do have a couple of cards out in front of me. I just don't know exactly what style I'm going to pick in. So just roll with me, flow with me. Anyway, give me a couple of oracle cards. I do know I want to start with the two-man deck. Give me a couple of oracle cards. Coming to America immediately fell out, which is good. So we should be thinking real big right now. Coming to America was a king. He was King of Zamunda, right? And he was coming to America. He was very enthralled by everything. The nigga thought that McDonald's was just like some great grand restaurant, and over here in America it's definitely not giving that. Okay. Entourage, marriage, foreign, overseas, wealth, discovery, kings and queens, generation, love, empire, and sowing oats are the key terms on this card. Don't mind my Mrs. Claus coat. I don't know. I be chilly and shit, y'all. We've discussed this in previous videos already. Okay, so hopefully it doesn't like distort the mic or cover the mic up too bad. But again, these are the keywords on the card. It feels good. So it seems like this week you definitely should be, if you aren't already thinking about what you're building, how you're trying to build it. Generational wealth might be on the mind. Thinking real big. Um, it's funny because I like kind of felt like I said that in one of my videos, or that like was a channel that came to me. Bitch, you think it's small. You know what I'm saying? That little phrase from when it went viral. Bitch, you think it's small. You need to think big. You know what I'm saying? You need to be thinking bigger. You need to be dreaming bigger. So this feels like that's definitely what's on somebody's mind. I even want to go with the song. What is that? Manny Fresh, house real big, cars real big, dick real big, everything real big. So it feels like that. Thinking very grand. Yeah, Drake just flipped out too as I'm shuffling. OVOX. So Drake does have a very like luxurious. I know he has Scorpio. I wonder if he has any Virgo. I mean any Libra in his chart. But Drake is very luxurious. Even as I say that luxury is one of the things on here. Luxury, champagne. Top five. Thank me later. The finer things. You know what I'm saying? So again, it could be. You definitely could be thinking about the finer things right now. If you aren't, you definitely need to be thinking about the finer things. But I would assume with this energy I'm betting my money on, you guys are already thinking about the finer things right now. Okay. This is a good time to start thinking about wealth, what it is that you want to do, who you want to become. You know what I'm saying? It's even coming to me how Drake became Drake. If you know, then you know Drake was once doing Degrassi. He was, you know what I'm saying, in the motherfucking wheelchair and shit on Degrassi, and rebranded himself. Very Scorpio like energy, rebranded himself, transformed himself into who he is today. Drake is the type of motherfucker who rent out the entire baseball stadium to take you on a date. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of making me feel like, are you thinking about the finer things in life? You could be thinking about the finer things in life. If you aren't right now, this is a good time to be thinking about how you're sowing your oats this week. What seeds are you sowing? What transformations are taking place? What Are you needing to do night owl is coming to me on this Drake card. So it is making me feel like for some of you, you could maybe be up at night. You could be a night owl yourself, or you could just be up at night thinking about it. Maybe you up at night and just can't sleep. This is also a good time to be thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? If you up idle mind, idle hands anyway, you might as well be up putting that shit to something. You know what I'm saying? So thinking about how you can elevate your life, thinking about how you can move up in your life. This week you could also maybe not be feeling like you want to be disturbed by people. So that's very normal. Again, we are still in Scorpio season. So it is very, I don't know, the energies have been very interesting. Mars just moved into Sagittarius. Mercury is currently in Sagittarius, about to go retrograde. I think we're having a Jupiter retrograde this year also. You could also want to be top five, want to be on top of something, want to be the king and the queen of something. Again, thinking about the finer things in life. Thank me later also is channeling to me. You could also be in an energy or need to be in an energy of you'll thank yourself later. This feels like thanking yourself later. Thank me later feels like you talking to yourself. Person watching from my collective. So this feels like, again, you could be discovering a lot of things about yourself. For some of you, it's not even about what you're discovering. This is something that you kind of just focusing on. Something that you're shifting into. The third card out that fell out is Michael Jackson, my Michael Jackson card. So again, every time I see this card, it's very much given. They not coming to see Tito. You know what I'm saying? It was five Michael Jackson brothers, bitch. It was only one Michael at the end of the day. So again, this feels like the energy that you're in right now, collective. I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't feel like anything you need to be. Your self-esteem could be coming up. Also, you could really be feeling like yourself. For some of you who are maybe entertainers or artists, you could be feeling very artistic this week. Okay. Again, five is here down at the bottom of this Michael Jackson card. Not only is it like the number five, his hand is literally right next to it, and it looks like he's holding up five. So again, changes and transformations. Like I said, Drake became Drake after Degrassi. We knew him from Degrassi first. you know. Then he became certified lover boy. So it's like, again, maybe there's some transformations that need to be had. What you need to know this week is maybe you need to transform some things. Maybe you need to start making some changes. What changes do you need to make in order to make this thing happen? He obviously could tell that it wasn't working for Degrassi. Degrassi just said it wasn't giving him the level of fame that he needed. He had to pivot. Coming to America, you know what I'm saying? That's obviously a big change. Being the king of Zamunda and then traveling to America and you just so enthralled by everything you see. You know what I'm saying? You really thinking that McDonald's is like some high quality 5-star luxury and it's not. You know what I'm saying? You come to America, nigga, you get you a McChicken sandwich and a fried bitch and you be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a big change. It's a big shift. It's a big difference. From Degrassi Drake to OVOXO Drake. Big difference. Michael Jackson with Jackson 5. Michael Jackson as Michael Jackson. Big difference. So for some of you, this is talking about the self-discovery that you need to do in order to make that happen. What is it that you need to kind of sit with yourself about? Again, night owl, do not disturb. So maybe while you up in the wee hours of the night, you need to maybe turn the phone off, go on do not disturb, turn the TV off, and really just sit with yourself, sit with some things, and you'll thank yourself later. For some of you, again, this is about the changes that you need to make in order to make this dream a reality, in order to have wealth and an entourage or the empire that you want to build. Maybe some of it, the changes have something to do with self-esteem. Yeah, we got Can't Sleep twice. There's Can't Sleep here in Michael Jackson and Night Owl and Drake. So yeah, there's a double emphasis on somebody. Somebody's definitely up at night. And it's like, while you up at night, this is a great time to be thinking of a master plan. I'll take that as a sign and a signal in the message as well. But yeah, no. So definitely making sure that you're thinking about that. Definitely making sure that it's on your mind. For some of you, this is something that you've been wanting to do since a child, since you were a child. Things that you want to do, dreams, visions that you've had since you were a child. Maybe always feeling like, you were meant to be this type of person or live whatever type of life. But it's like, okay, so what sacrifices are being made? What changes are being made? Are you up at night just being up at night, or are you up at night really, you know what I'm saying, making some changes and really doing what you need to do for real? Moonwalker is on this card. Imagine Michael Jackson. I wonder how much practice he had to get that motherfucker. I still can't perfect the moonwalk, bitch. I don't know too many motherfuckers who can. You know. Hmm. So it's definitely giving us the energy we need to be being in right now. Give me a an astrology card. Give me an astrology oracle. For some of you, this feels like you having big dreams. I think Jupiter is about to go retrograde soon. So again, dreams and how you nurture your dreams, your beliefs, how you nurturing yourself could definitely be a thing right now. But this is definitely giving me for some of you who be up at night. It's like, what are you doing while you up at night? Some of y'all just can't sleep, but then you just don't be, you know what I'm saying? Like you could be working, you could be moving, you could be doing stuff. Maybe you up at night because you need to be figuring out what you want to do, how you want to do. Discovery is here. I wonder how long Drake had to sit after them Degrassi rolls to figure out this shit ain't cutting it. You see what I'm saying? You'll thank yourself later. What sacrifices needed to be made? You'll thank yourself later. The King of Zamunda sacrificing his whole kingdom and all of the women and bitches who would literally bark on one leg and jump for him to go settle for being in America. I wonder how much he had to sit with that in order to, you know what I'm saying? Like that just is what's coming to me. Big changes, big leaps, big transformations, sacrifices, changes, late night, early mornings, maybe even needing to sit with yourself by yourself sometimes, maybe even working on self-esteem. How your inner dialogue is when you by yourself to yourself in the wee hours of the night. What are you saying to yourself? What is the inner dialogue like? Now I said, what are you choosing to do? What are the sacrifices? You'll thank yourself later. Are you just up at night, just being up at night, or are you doing something with that? Virgo card is the card that fell out. So you could be a Virgo, have some Virgo in your chart. But Virgo is for me architecturally in astrology like the worker. I always say that. Like I feel like Capricorn in a sense is like the boss. Not to say that they are fit to be the boss. That varies. But their archetype is more like the boss, the reputation, the CEO of the thing. Virgo is more about the details. It's the workers. It's the customer service. It's the sales. It's the numbers. It's the marketing, right? It's the details of what keeps the boss, the business running. Taurus, in my opinion, is like the shopper, the consumer. You know what I mean? But this is like for me about how hard you're working, your work ethic, even your rituals, your routines, right? Your sense of efficiency. How well are you perfecting the thing? Michael Jackson was a Virgo. How well are you perfecting the thing? No, I said I wonder how many sacrifices, long nights he had in order to get that motherfucking step, bitch. Cause he had to get that motherfucking step. I wonder how long that took. I wonder how that worked. And I know he was tired, feet hurting and everything, but it's like, bitch, if I don't perfect this, these motherfuckers gonna act like I ain't him. These motherfuckers gonna act like I ain't the GOAT. But that's simply what made him the GOAT. That's what separated him from the rest. You know? Nervous, critical, and perfectionism is coming out to me as I read this card. The alchemist is the phrase on this card. And to alchemize something means to transmute it, right? So again, there's a big energy here. What do you need to know this week? This week, what do you need to know this Wednesday? Is this is a good time to really think about how you're alchemizing your life. But it's gonna come from hard work. It's gonna come from discipline. It's gonna come from sacrifices. It's gonna come from you pushing through that self-esteem. It's gonna come from you empowering yourself in the wee hours of the morning instead of disempowering yourself. It's gonna come from getting up in the middle of the night to do the thing that you don't want to do, even when you really don't feel like doing it. You know what I'm saying? And again, top five. There's also a five here in this Michael Jackson card. So it's like, do you want to be top five or not? I literally just heard that. Do you want to be top five or not? Do you want to be him or not? Do you want to be the GOAT or not? Do you want to be that bitch or not? Do you want to have the life or not? Do you want to sow the oats or not? It really just depends on what you're going to do about it. And you can sit and be nervous and bite your fingernails and overly critique yourself all you want to. But it's like at the end of the day, it still got to get done. So, I mean, you just going to drag feet or you going to get your ass off your shoulders and handle it. in order to have the finer things in life, in order to have luxury. October's very own on this Drake card. We just came out of October. So October maybe could have been very empowering for some people, or maybe disempowering for some people. Give me one more card. What are we at? 15 minutes? I'll take the one that's not flipped over. Capricorn. Didn't I just say Capricorn energy? I just kind of mentioned y'all a little bit. So you could have some Virgo and or some Capricorn in your chart. So yeah, this is speaking to, and Virgo and Capricorn together for me is again not only just hard work, but it's also about consistency. So what you need to know this week is whatever it is you dreaming, whatever it is you want, as Jupiter is about to go retrograde in Cancer, right? I think, and it's kind of speaking to again, how are you? What's your routine like? How serious are you? Right? I think Saturn is going direct, so Jupiter is going retrograde. Saturn is going direct this month. How serious are you about what you want? How serious are you about sowing these seeds? How serious are you about this vision? How serious are you about wanting to finer things in life and to really live lavish and to goddamn have wealth and to be whoever it is that you want to be, the entertainer, the businessman, the whatever, fill in the blank here. How serious are you about it? How dedicated are you to it? I love people who have Virgo and Capricorn in the chart. I just admire them because as a bitch with no fire in her chart at all, I admire not only their dedication to the consistency, to the grind, to the hustle, to the long game, but their attention to detail and their ability to consistently show up. I know it comes as a burden and a curse and a cost to them, but it also is so beautiful to watch though when people have Capricorn and Virgo in the chart at the same time. The most dedicated, the most hardworking, and I'm talking about the first one to show up, the last one to leave, and really is good for the long haul. Like this ain't no you show up good for maybe 6 weeks. No, this is like 6 years. I've been at it doing the same shit consistently, bitch. Regardless of how many numbers I get on post, how tired I am, bitch. Whatever I gotta do, just got off work, just left the gym, whatever. I'm also finna make sure I get this done because it needs to get done, and it works for them. So this together makes me feel like again the alchemist, Capricorn at the bottom of the deck. What to say, the boss. So like I said, how serious are you really? What you need to know this what you need to know this month is how I mean this week is how serious are you getting? How serious do you want to be? How serious are you really? How serious are you really? They didn't show up to see Tito. They weren't showing up to see the rest of the Jackson brothers. They was the Jackson Five, yeah. But it was only one Michael Jackson. Give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And outside of Michael Jackson, it was only one Janet. Nobody was coming to see Toya. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but it depends on what you want to do. How hard are you working? How bad do you want it? How serious are you really? What empire do you want to build? Do you know? Are you allowing distractions? Again, do not disturb makes me feel like watch your distractions this week. If you are focused and you are in this energy and you are on top of it, watch your distractions. Don't allow yourself to be distracted and don't allow people to come in and distract you because you know what you're focusing on. Focus on that motherfucking steps, bitch. Focus on perfecting that motherfucking moonwalk. Don't let nobody come in and distract you from that. Okay? Is what this feels like. Even in the wee hours of the night, you just I'm just up. I can't even sleep. I don't know why I just can't sleep. I'm just so wired. Okay, get your ass up and keep practicing that stuff. That means you got more time and more energy to get up and practice this motherfucking stuff. That's all that mean. That's all that mean. Give me something for what we need to know this week for the collective. Give me something for what we need to know this week. The moon card. The moon card. Clarify the moon card. Pisces energy. The hermit is down at the bottom of the deck. Justice is down at the bottom of the deck. So Virgo, double emphasis. You're here. The moon energy. Pisces. Justice, Libra. Clarify the moon card. What is this moon card? For what do we need to know this week? What does this moon card signify? Clarify it for me. Queen of Swords reversed. The moon card came out, and then the Queen of Swords reversed came out on top of it. Hmm. What you need to know this week is that things might start being revealed to you. You're being advised to be slow to speak on them. Pay attention, is what this feels like. Pay attention to what's going on. Virgo energy is here. Virgo is very analytical. They do pay attention, ruled by Mercury. They're very, very attentive to the details. You can't really get over on a Virgo. 9 times out of 10, they smelt you anyway before you even hit the dough good. So, as things are being revealed to you, make sure that you don't brush them off. Make sure that you aren't too mentally focused on anything else. Make sure you like can slow down mentally and pay attention is what this feels like. Not only just about other people, but this feels like again about yourself. Discovery is here. So there could be being things revealed with this full moon that might require for your attention. And things might even be being exposed about your own self, your own pattern, things that ways that you stand in your own way, ways that you're your own worst critic, ways that you block your own blessings. So it's like pay attention to that. Capricorn energy is here, Virgo is here also. So maybe it pertains to your daily routine. Maybe it pertains to your level of consistency and how you show up in the thing pertaining to the thing about the thing. So it just depends on you. But this feels like pay attention to what's coming up at this time. Make sure you like really pay attention to what's being revealed, not only about like your own self but the people around you, the things that you're investing in. Full moon in Taurus is today or was this morning, right? Late last night, early this morning. So again, full moon energy, it is lingering, so just pay attention to that at this time. 9 of Cups is here right next to it. Give me something else with it. The Lovers reverse. So yeah, this could be how you block your own blessings. This could also be other people around you. So just pay attention. If it is somebody else around you, I do feel like as of right now, you'll kind of be being alerted to how you two probably aren't on the same page. This could be people you care about, love, 9 of Cups energy. So this could also just be an overall energy of what would like make you satisfied. And realizing like one of the things that's being revealed and kind of exposed right now is that the things that you thought would make you content, the people you thought were making you content, the connections that you thought would make you happy probably aren't making you happy. Are probably not on the same page. You're probably not equally yoked. You're probably not in alignment. And it kind of just depends on how you maneuver about it. This could be based off of the hands of the people around you. This could be based off of the hands of again the signs that you ignored, the spiritual inklings that you got that you felt like, oh well, that don't make logical sense, so I must just be tripping. No, you're not. Gemini is here with this air sign energy. Queen of Wands is here, so that is all the air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But Gemini, you're here twice with this Lovers card. I did already say Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, you definitely are double emphasized here: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Play very close attention to that. Give me this Lovers card reverse. Give me this Lovers card reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So yeah, some clarity is coming in. Some things are being exposed for sure. Okay, with this Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, expect to see some clarity. Expect to get some clarity, and I feel like for what you need to know this week, it might this resonates with somebody. Be slow to speak. I wouldn't really kind of say nothing too fast, and I would be very eager to process. Don't rush over this process. Sometimes you'll see some shit and you get an inkling of you kind of can feel something about somebody, but then like you talk yourself down again. You feel like, oh, why would they do that? They wouldn't like that's just so crazy. Like I obviously am just like tripping or overreacting or I'm triggered, and it's like, no, you're not. Right. But see, again, if you be so quick to like jump to over explaining or being so quick to like jump to something and you don't hush and just kind of let it slowly be revealed to you, you'll kind of brush this over and you won't really pay attention to what this is. Give me something else with this Knight of Pentacles and the Lover's card. This could be again something or someone you're investing in. Friday, yeah. And I saw Friday the first time when I was like in this deck, but it didn't fall out, but it was at the bottom of the deck. And it's, you know what's interesting too? What's up under that? The Beatles. So this makes me feel like again, this could be people around you, in between 2 to 4 people around you at this time. What you need to know is pay very close attention to what people are saying and not saying. Pay very close attention to people's energy. Pay very close attention to like what's being revealed at this time. Because I feel like there's some connections that you either are currently investing in or are about to invest in that you realizing ain't really worth the investment. You felt like this is something that will make you happy, or someone who will make you happy, or the situation will make you happy, or maybe at one point it did in your life, but it's like again something's being revealed. Even with Friday, it says damn. Like we all remember that one thing, right? Mary Jane, lazy, hangout, neighbors, THC, fire. So it says weeks, days. So again, it's like pay very close attention to that. Again, the Beatles is down at the bottom of the deck. This feels like friends. This feels like acquaintances, co-workers, colleagues. I don't necessarily know if the Beatles was friends, but I mean they were in a group together. So regardless of if you like the motherfucker or not, you still got to coexist. So it could even just be a situation like that. And Friday, you know that they're friends. Craig and Dede were. I mean, was it Dede? No, Craig and Smokey were friends. They were partners. But again, this could even be revealing, right? Again, if you up here and coming to America, Drake, Michael Jackson energy, and somebody down here in Friday energy, where it says fired and THC and neighbors and being lazy and hanging out, it's like be mindful of that too. Again, you might be investing in connections where you trying to kind of do some move and shake, and then there's a lot of people around you who ain't really, like I said, exactly in alignment with you. Tombstone just fell out. Bonnet and Clyde, rivals, change location, gamble, lawless, a showdown. So again, my people might be trying to like be in competition with you. Showdown is a competition. Bonnet and Clyde is even relationships. So shit, even check your lovers. Are you connecting with people romantically where they die on your level? But then you like, oh, but I mean, they make me so happy though. Do they? Are they in alignment with who you're becoming right now, or are they in alignment with who you used to be? Rihanna just tried to fall out. Okay, what are we? 27 minutes. So let's see. Let's. Do I have my book for this? I do. Give me an oracle card for what do we need to know Wednesday, and then we can just wrap this up like that. Give me one for what do we need to know Wednesday. Be careful in who you're investing in, what you're investing in. This is like business contracts. I mean, Mercury retrograde is coming up though. So again, I'm sure a lot will be exposed. I'm sure a lot of old people will be coming back. So be mindful of that, where there might be old friends, old hangouts, old colleagues and shit like that that might want to come back on some, hey, what's up? But again, make sure you're asking yourself, are these people in alignment with you? And make sure that you're doing what you need to do to be in alignment and to build the legacy and the empire and the life that you want and envision for yourself. But then be weary of people who again might be coming back, or people who are already around and being exposed where it's like they don't really align with you. I kind of want to get one more card with this Friday though. Give me one more card with this Friday, Knight of Pentacles, and this Lover's reverse. Just give me one more. Days and weeks makes me feel like things might get exposed over the next few days, 2 weeks. Yeah, boys in the hood, more friends. So yeah, pay attention to your acquaintances, pay attention to your friends, pay attention to the people you surround yourself with. Boys in the hood. Ricky got shot in the back, but she was supposed to be going to college. But hanging out with his motherfucking brother Doughboy and shit, and got in the wrong crowd because you with your family. And you know what I'm saying? The life that you could have had coming to America, Drake, Michael Jackson, bitch, the life that you could have had for yourself, unfortunately, got taken from you. Now I said child star, childhood friends over here with the boys in the hood card, uncertain, tempers flare, poverty, transition, lack, death, and life lessons. So again, be very mindful of hanging around the wrong crowd this week. Be very mindful of reconnecting with people who simply just aren't on the same level as you, who aren't going where you're going, who aren't like in alignment with you. You know what I'm saying? Friday after next Friday's hangout. So again, like this is old crowds. This is old people. These are people who again just aren't on the same like frequency. These are people who still want to hang out, probably just smoke weed all day, still learning life lessons. You know what I'm saying? Again, for some of you, like I said, these could be childhood friends and people that you've known where it's like, well, damn, but I fuck with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's still, you know what I'm saying? We've been cool since sixth grade. Yeah, but again, are they going where you going? Are they like elevating with you? Are they growing with you? Are y'all going in the same direction? Are they serious about their life and where they going? Are they trying to get disciplined, trying to get serious, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Some people just aren't. Some people just aren't trying to transition. Some people are just going to stay in poverty mindset. Some people just have lack mindset. Like some people are much more interested in coming to take what it is you trying to work hard for instead of working hard themselves for it. They feel much more comfortable with just coming to take what you got. That's just what it is. You could feel already uncertain about some people around you. And I mean, again, this is a good time to make sure that you take some time to yourself to really sit with that and process that. Don't overlook that. Because again, if you're feeling uncertain, lean into that. That's your intuition, that's your gut, your sense of discernment kind of alerting you of something. But it's going to be on you to really pay attention to it. But I would absolutely, definitely say pay attention to your friends. Pay attention to your friends, pay attention to your acquaintances, pay attention to coworkers. You know what I'm saying? People who are just overall lazy. I feel like something might get exposed. You might end up also just kind of being like, damn, like I'm kind of rehearing that. So whatever is getting exposed this time, whether it be old people coming back because of retrograde or new people being exposed between this full moon and this retrograde, it's like it's gonna be enough to kind of make you clutch your pearls a little bit. But hey, I don't know, man. I'm just the messenger. All I know is there's definitely some clarity that's coming. So keep your head on a swivel. And make sure that you just don't be distracted. Okay, it's given late night, early mornings. It's given do not disturb. It's given because I have a lot that I'm working hard toward. Like I told you, if you can't sleep in the middle of the night, bitch, that means get up and work on that motherfucking step, bitch. Okay, you need to be perfecting that motherfucking moonwalk. If you can't sleep and you all up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that means it's time to get up and sharpen your skills, sharpen and perfect some things. You know, make sure you stay consistent, make sure you stay on top of things this week. Okay. Thank you again so much for tuning into my channel. I deeply appreciate it. My name is B. Just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this, like, share, subscribe, give me some thumbs up and some comments if this resonated for you. Again, come back. It's the discount code to use, okay, for 10% off of your readings. My website is back up. You can definitely find it down below in the description box. And yeah, call me, beat me, and I'll see you over on the next video. Bye.